There's a reason that the most successful genre on the home market has been the same for over a generation now. People love action movies. They allow us to escape reality and enter a world where the good guy, usually, wins the day. These are the best action flicks currently on Hulu. Number 1, 300. Zack Snyder's hit really changed the game in terms of action storytelling, influencing the next decade of the genre in ways that still feel underappreciated. Based on the graphic novel by Frank Miller and Lynn Varley, Gerard Butler leads the cast of this highly stylized period action film that downright exudes testosterone. Number 2, The Abyss. James Cameron's 1989 sci-fi blockbuster is one of the most prominent films never to have been released on Blu-ray in the United States. But that finally changes in March with the 4K release, and it's finally more readily available on streaming too. People who love this movie really love this movie, and it's great to see it finally coming to the fans who have deserved it for so long. Number 3, Akira. Animated action. Anyone who thinks a Japanese anime film from the 80s doesn't deserve a spot on this list simply hasn't seen Akira, a movie that feels more influential with each film that copies its template. Based on the 1982 manga of the same name and set in the oh-so-distant future of 2019, this story of a biker with telekinetic abilities has influenced dozens of action and sci-fi projects. It gets better every time you watch it. Number 4, Bad Boys. When this action film was released, no one involved was anywhere near as big as they would become, including stars Will Smith and Martin Lawrence and director Michael Bay. This flick is incredibly re-watchable, and the love for this series is still strong, as proven by the massive success of Bad Boys for Life, released just before the pandemic in 2020, and the upcoming Bad Boys Ride or Die. Number 5, The Batman. Matt Reeves now owns the saga of The Dark Knight, as a sequel to this March 2022 action blockbuster has already been announced. Dropped on HBO Max, now Max, while it was still in theaters and now unleashed into the rest of the streamers, The Batman is an ambitious, epic reboot of the legendary hero, anchored by Reeves's craft and fascinating performances from Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, and many more. Number 6, Black Hawk Down. The legendary Oscar winner directed this Hollywood version of Mark Bowden's non-fiction book of the same name, which tells the story of a 1993 incident in Mogadishu that became known around the world. Members of the US military, including soldiers played by Josh Hartnett, Ewan McGregor, Eric Bana, and a very young Tom Hardy, are pinned down in the city as they try to capture a faction leader. Black Hawk Down is a technical marvel, winning Oscars for Best Editing and Sound Mixing. Number 7, The Creator. Yes, the script here gets a little clunky and cribs a bit too much from other sci-fi films, but history is going to come around to The Creator for one reason. It looks stunning. It's not just the blend of tactile cinematography and cutting-edge special effects, it's the kind of visual language that's almost always missing from Hollywood blockbusters. Gareth Edwards' film will find an audience in the future. Get on the bandwagon early. Number 8, The Day After Tomorrow. No one does End of the World like Emmerich, who brought all his big-budget skills to this 2000s blockbuster about the potential end of the road for climate change. Dennis Quaid and Jake Gyllenhaal may star, but the real star of this movie is its special effects budget, one that depicts the kind of catastrophic climate events that seem more frighteningly realistic every day. Number 9, Die Hard, finally. Streamers have a habit of dropping parts of the Bruce Willis series, but never the whole thing, until now. Watch from the masterful original through the abysmal A Good Day to Die Hard in one sitting, only on Hulu. The original is still the masterpiece, a film that truly rewrote the rules for the genre, shifting it more to everyman characters like Willis, and away from muscular stars like Sly and Arnold. It's held up perfectly, as entertaining today as when it came out. Number 10. The Fifth Element. There's not a lot of great sci-fi on Hulu, but you should fire this one up if you're jonesing for something set in a different time and place in space. And make sure you do so on the biggest TV in your house and with the volume at a level to wake the neighbors. Luc Besson's vision isn't exactly a great piece of storytelling, but this Bruce Willis vehicle is a perfect example of the director's skill with world building and technical elements. Which one of these movies will you be watching tonight? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? Check out our other videos. Make sure to follow to get notified on upcoming ones.